the Star Spangled Banner.
Can you see by the dawn's early light, so proudly began, and the twilight's last gleam, whose the stars and bright stars through the heaven sky, for the bells we watch, for surround as we stream, and the longest and almost thirsty air, they prove through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us the star-spangled banner yet wave. The land of the free and the home of the brave.
So welcome to the best middle school. Welcome to Dover Middle School. Welcome Superintendent Tierney, Assistant Superintendent Basting, members of the Board of Education, faculty, staff, parents, and students. First of all, I would like to start by thanking the following people: Mrs. Reagan, Mr. Reagan, Mr. Richards, Mr. Sauer, Dr. Johns, Ms. Hengen, Dr. Corey, Dr. Mears, Mr. Tierney. You might not know who all of these people are, but I do. These are people who believed in me, offered me a chance to be a student, a scholar, a chance to be a teacher, a chance to be an assistant principal, and a chance to be a principal. I ask that you think about those people you need to thank, people who have given you a chance, and thank them for getting to where you are now. You did not accomplish this alone. Thank your family, and most importantly, thank your parents. A suggestion: your family is so proud of you tonight that they are beaming with pride. So, this is the best time to ask them for something. Can I suggest money? You might think, I'm too young to make a difference yet. I just want to mention a few people who have. Jordan Romero climbed Mount Everest at age 13. Laura Decker sailed around the world solo at 14. Louis Braille invented the Braille system at age 15. Bobby Fischer was a chess grandmaster at 15. And at age 14, Nadia Comaneci received a perfect 10 at the Olympics. No pressure. At age 14, a girl named Anne Frank wrote, "How wonderful it is that nobody need wait a single moment before starting to improve the world." Don't wait a single moment to begin to improve your world, the world. This year, we started Character Themes of the Month. These themes included grit, gratitude, integrity, zest, love of learning, and leadership. Students were recognized throughout the month if they exhibited the assigned theme. The class of 2023 continued to show and develop self-control, grit, gratitude, integrity, fairness, zest, a love of learning, curiosity, and optimism without having to be recognized. These traits will help you succeed in high school, and more importantly, these traits will help you succeed in life. As you end your middle school experience, remember the words of author Neil Gaiman. And now go and make interesting mistakes, make amazing mistakes, make glorious and fantastic mistakes, break rules, leave the world more interesting for you being there. Thank you. So our first honor speaker is a member of the modified soccer team, a student council member, does a soccer club outside of school, takes Regents level algebra, Regents level earth science, played flute for the high school chorus cabaret, NYSSMA level 6 on the flute and level 5 on piccolo, 98 scores for both, and with an average of 98.13, we'd like to recognize as our first honor speaker, Zoe Roydal.
Good evening, Superintendent Tierney, Assistant Superintendent Basting, members of the board, Principal Pollinger, Principal Angelis, Assistant Principal Hicks, families, friends, faculty, and staff, and, of course, the class of 2023. I feel extremely honored to be standing before my graduating class today. First off, I would like to say thank you to every parent or guardian here for supporting us through all of our endeavors. I would also love to say thank you to the many parents who have put in the work to make class trips and fundraisers possible. This also includes, but isn't limited to, setting up for concerts and other school events. Secondly, I would like to thank the teachers, staff, and administrators for pushing us to not only study and do our homework, but to also be the best versions of ourselves. Honestly, where would we all be without the help of these courageous and persistent people we have before us today? As my fellow classmates can attest to, we have been known as the good class. We have always been respectful to teachers and have made a plethora of contributions to crucial fundraisers. When we were in 7th grade, there was a student from our high school who was sadly diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. In addition to this, our beloved Gertie had also been diagnosed with cancer. Through these times of need, we not only met, but drastically exceeded the financial goals we set for these fundraisers. Because we raised so much money for Gertie, we were able to have a pep rally on the second to last day of school last year, watching our teachers trying to be athletic, like Mrs. Kermani running and falling down in the relay race, or Miss Huster wearing sneakers and not her heels you can hear from a hallway away. In addition to this, there were many trips we went on that happened because of the great work ethic and character we show our teachers. Last year, we were permitted the privilege to go to Boston, as well as Washington, D.C. this year. There is no way the teachers would have put so much time and effort into making sure these trips were great experiences for us if we had been ungrateful. We knew that they deserved the same respect they gave us, which includes compassion and kindness. I think we all remember the times of our youthful, childish ways. Remember when we used to be escorted by our teachers to go to lunch and recess, or depending upon what teacher you had, always being rewarded if you did your homework or something kind to someone else. Well, we have moved far past that and are expected to do these things on our own, without adults telling us. Going to middle school was a huge change because we weren't being babied anymore. Even though we were all ecstatic for this change, to not have teachers talking over you all the time and to be independent, we can all say it was a little intimidating. Just 2 years ago, all of us were nervous sixth graders with books piled high and crashing on the floor, sprinting to be on time to our classes. By seventh grade, we had gotten used to the independence and there was more classwork and homework. In eighth grade, we feel like the kings and queens of the school and are preparing for high school. We can look back on the days of our young childhood with fondness because we are going on to our last years of school in Dover. Although many of us have been self-motivated to push ourselves to this point, we couldn't have done it without the support of each other, teachers and other staff, and our parents. As the old African proverb states, it takes a village to raise a child. When we needed extra help, these people always supported us to make us the strong, humble, and caring people we are today. Thank you and have a good night.
Our next honor speaker is a student council member. She took Regents level algebra, earth science, score was a level 5 at NISMA on the saxophone and received a 96. Rides horses competitively, volunteers hours a day at the jump rope barn. She has an average of 98.38, and I would like to honor Grace Burns.
Thank you, everyone, for being here in celebration for this monument tonight. To the class of 2023, I promise this speech won't be as long as most of my writing assignments, so I think I can keep it under 20 minutes. After this extraordinary day, life gets real. We are high schoolers now. Look, the expectations of us from our parents, relatives, teachers, mentors, administrators, and fellow friends just went through the roof. We are the next generation that is going to have to run the world. We aren't those little kids that have to be dependent on other people anymore. We are the young men and women that are dependent on. It is time to buckle down and push toward the years to come more than ever before. A bright mind once said, "The past cannot be changed. The future is yet in your power." Teachers, administrators, and other adults have always said that we are an amazing class, that we are a group of people who stand above all the rest. And guess what? There's no reason to stop now. Live up to the legacy that we have shown, exemplified, since the first day of kindergarten. As Walt Disney would say, you can design and create and build the most wonderful place in the world, but it takes people to make the dream a reality. We must work together to make this world what we want. Speak up and express what you want. Don't spend life hiding and moping over what has already happened. Steer towards your destiny at full throttle and work hard to meet your fullest potential. Continue to live day by day, asking yourself, what more can I do to make a difference in this world? However, even though we are full of high expectations, we are still allowed to say, I don't know. Just because we have to live up to high expectations and are at a high demand doesn't mean we can't say, let me get back to you on that. I can guarantee this will come in handy when your parents ask us to move out of their house, because you can say, I don't know, let me get back to you on that. As for the next 4 years of high school, show the other grades that we are the class of 2023. Stay optimistic and remain strong. One wise person once said, we can't upload luck. We can't download time. Google can't give us all the answers in life, so just log into reality and live the status of our life. The decisions and path that you choose in high school will make or break you. Don't be passive, because guess what? You have to get an adult job soon. You have to make money and plan your life. You may go to college and start a family. Maybe you'll even become president or join the military. God has a plan for everyone, so follow your conscience and do what's best for you. Be smart and remain confident. Class of 2023, we are unique. Just ask the teachers. As President Donald Trump told the Naval Academy, strive for excellence, live for adventure. Think big, dream bigger, push further, sail faster, fly higher, and never ever stop reaching for greatness. Never stop reaching for the stars. You know you're up to the task. You're among the finest people anywhere in the world, the smartest, the strongest. You know you will make us proud. We know that glory will be yours because you are winners. You are warriors. You are fighters. You are champions, and you will lead us only to victory. This is a perfect example of always doing more and trying harder, because you are never perfect and can never perform too much. The sky is the limit. My fellow classmates, look around you. Witness the phenomenal men and women that put you where we are tonight. I, on behalf of my peers, thank all of you. Thank you to those teachers who prepared us for what is to come, for teaching us all the necessary techniques of life, as well as putting up with us in our normal middle school nonsense. Thank you to parents and guardians for supporting your child through their journey. You look upon these students and see success in every face. That is because of you. None of us would be here today without your support and encouragement. We couldn't have gotten here without you. Use this moment not only for a post and tons of pictures, but to look at the past and improve for the future. For all of you on stage here with me, we have an exciting future ahead. We should look forward to future events like Pep Rally, Prom, and the senior trip. The high school teachers are excited to have our class. Our reputation is above and beyond due to the fact that we have supportive parents that are motivated. This year, we were the first 8th grade class to have a semi-formal, all because of our determination and enthusiastic mindset to create what we want. These characteristics will help us to plan more events in the upcoming years. Looking ahead, I can see the capability of us to complete large goals. We have the power to change the world and make it better. We can use our high potential to inspire each other and become the best we can be, whether it's a sports idol or the greatest military mind. No matter your interests, we are ready to take the next step. A door has opened, class of 2023. Now all you have to do is step through. God bless America and God bless the class of 2023. Thank you.
Our 2019 8th grade moving up ceremony guest speaker, Patrick Stevens.
Thank you. Mr. Collinger, Miss Angeles, Mr. Hicks, Mr. Tierney, Mr. Prell, Miss Basic, members of the Board of Education, parents, family, friends, faculty, staff, partridge in a pear tree, and most importantly, the class of 2023. Thank you for the opportunity to allow me to address you this evening as you transition from middle school to high school. A lot of thoughts flowed through my head when I found out that you had chosen me to speak. Thoughts like, I have to give a speech. What am I going to say? Do I have to talk about Vanilla Ice and plagiarism? Should I read a book and take the easy way out? But one thing I was happy about was that I knew that moving up was on June 21st because that notification popped up on my computer 12 times a day for about 8 straight months. No matter how many times I've smashed that do not show again button. But then my thoughts turned to when most of us met. In my second year here at Dover, I was asked to teach library at Windale Elementary. You were in first grade. I had no beard and a lot less gray hair, even though some of you may have contributed to this tonight. You came to me from Miss Lazaro, Mrs. Snyder, Mrs. Sotil, Mrs. Granger, Mrs. Martins, Mrs. Hauser, and Mrs. Arnold. Even though you were short, you were a little intimidating to me. I had limited experience teaching primary age students. I woke up each night wondering how I could relate to 6 and 7-year-old kids. But we learned together and we grew together. Through Wingdale and finally through Dover Elementary with my tag team partner, Mrs. Valley. Even though I only saw you once every 6 days, you all made an impression on my life. You helped me become a better teacher in person. I'm proud to have maybe made a small impression in your lives. Teachers become teachers who inspire students, provoke thought, instill a love of learning and reading, and to make a positive difference in students' lives. These are the mantras that focus my teaching, and I hope I was able to display them during our time together. Looking back at what brought us here tonight is an important part of the moving up ceremony, but we must look forward as well. You're going to high school. Some of you may be excited for this, some of you might be nervous, some of you might not care. But throughout the next 4 years, you will have the opportunity to learn from some amazing and dedicated teachers, participate in clubs, school plays, perform in the high school band and choir, and play varsity sports. You will live some fantastic experiences, and unfortunately, you will have some less than some fantastic experiences. You will learn how to drive. You will make friends, and you will lose friends. You will have successes, and you will make mistakes. But that's all right. Ask any adult in this auditorium, We're all familiar with successes and failures. All of these experiences, the good, the bad, and the ugly, will teach you lessons that will help you become a better person and prepare you as you set out into the real world. The next 4 years will go by quickly. Sorry, parents. But they will not define who you are for the rest of your lives. Living and learning does not end when you walk out of that white tent after graduation. Many of you will head off to college or trade schools, the military, or the workforce. Dover High School will provide you the skills and opportunities to further your education and to better yourselves. But you must take the initiative and take advantage of the tools our schools present you. In the movie Dead Poets Society, Robin Williams' character, John Keating, implored his students to carpe diem, seize the day. Don't worry, I'm not going to jump up on the left turn for any of you who have seen that movie. But I was right around your age when that movie came out, and Williams' words spoke to me. Live and experience each day. Some days are good, and that's great. Some days aren't, and that's all right too, because there's always tomorrow. As I stated earlier, you will make mistakes, and there will be failures. But character is developed in how you respond to these adversities. Don't let those moments hinder your growth or hold you down. Use them as motivation to better yourselves. In his poem, Write It on Your Heart, Ralph Waldo Emerson wrote, "Write it on your heart that each day is the best day in the year. He is rich who owns the day, and no one owns the day who allows it to be invaded with fret and anxiety. Finish every day and be done with it. You have done what you could. Some blunders and absurdities no doubt crept in. Forget them as soon as you can. Tomorrow is a new day. Begin it well and serenely, with too high a spirit to be covered with your old nonsense. This new day is too dear, with its hopes and invitations, to waste a moment on the yesterdays. Live each day for what it is. Do not become enamored with your successes or failures. You have many days to live, and each one will bring new adventures and challenges. Once again, thank you very much for this opportunity to speak with you again, and for all that you have given me. I have always felt that I've learned more about myself and my students than I could ever possibly teach them. That is your gift to me. I hope that you might have learned a little bit from me too. Thank you very much. Congratulations. And have a wonderful day.
Now presentation of certificates, please. Okay. I apologize, it is the band.
Swashbucklers March, but these students decided to work extra hard and surprise you with something else that you can remember them by.
Now we're going to start the presentation of certificates. I'd like to invite Ms. Gail Rohr. First one, Obed Aguilera Lainez. Donaldo Avelleros Pascual. Angelo Anderson. Marissa Anzalone, National Junior Honor Society member. Jonathan Argueta. Callie Audio, National Junior Honor Society. Madison Baker. Alexis Bardo. Shemaya Boone, National Junior Honor Society, perfect attendance. Grace Burns, 90 hours of community service. Richard Bosser III, perfect attendance. Antonia Bowler, perfect attendance. Frank Berganza Portillo. Emily Bruno, National Junior Honor Society. Taylor Bryden. Molly Burns, perfect attendance. Nicole Carnes, Junior Honor Society member. Natalie Calabro, Junior Honor Society, perfect attendance. David Caldas. Nicole Cancel, Junior Honor Society. At this time, I'd like to call up Miss Susan Conklin. Jerry Carroll. Danny Carrasco. Jeffrey Chapa. Carissa Chestnut, Junior Honor Society. Madison Colombo. Shane Conklin Jr. Jessica Kukul Call. Nicholas D'Agostino, National Junior Honor Society. Francis Delango. Daniel Diaz, National Junior Honor Society. Ephraim Donahue. Ariana Drake, perfect attendance. Selena Duerte. Daniel Duncan. Kylie Earl, National Junior Honor Society. Andrew Flynn, perfect attendance. Hannah Fernia. Ava Gallardi, National Junior Honor Society, perfect attendance. Jacob Galante. Mr. Craig Tambour. Aiden Goldman Murphy. Aiden Green, Junior Honor Society. Michael Gregorio. Walter Grosvenor. Christian Guajardo. Reagan Hagee. Hannah Haley, Junior Honor Society. Kayla Haley, Junior Honor Society. Shay Harrelson. Liam Hauser. Sharon Hemo. Eric Hernandez. Hunter Higgins. Lucia Yandala, Junior Honor Society. Kyle Jackwell. Noah Jackwell. Ryan Jackwell. Emily Johnson. Miss Patricia Hammond. Caitlin Kilmer, Junior Honor Society. Robert Leary, Junior Honor Society. Perfect attendance. Mason Liner. Jack Lynn, Junior Honor Society. Alexander Laveras, Junior Honor Society, perfect attendance. Sydney Lumen. Alexis Messina. Brianna Marino, Junior Honor Society. Jenny Mahia Maroon. Zoe Royal, Junior Honor Society. Nellie Matura, Junior Honor Society, perfect attendance. Joshua Montero. Angelina Morales. Jacqueline Navarrete Flores. Johnny No. Brianna O'Hara. Ryan Oates, Junior National Honor Society. Elmer Olveras Aldana. Laura Palinkas. Connor Pellicciati. Mr. Douglas Schroeder. Kelly Perez Zuniga. Rachel Perry. Cody Plantier. Karen Portillo. Sophia Prosper, National Junior Honor Society. Nicole Quattroni. Aiden Anthony Quimby. Chloe Rappaport. Victoria Rickard. Tina Rodina. Lena Rodriguez Martinez. Alyssa Romeo, Junior Honor Society, perfect attendance. Justin Rafino. Allison Ritigliano. Elder Sagastu Bernard. Octavio Salguero. Keziah Samuel. Alyssa Sassett. National Junior Honor Society. Abigail Schroeder. National Junior Honor Society, perfect attendance. Hannah Schroeder, National Junior Honor Society. Miss Jessica Pelletier. Antonio Scott. Michaela Seedorf. Autumn Smalley, perfect attendance. Brianna Smith. Hayden Tompkins. David Torrance. Maddie Upright, Junior Honor Society. Brittany Valentine, Junior Honor Society. Yadriel Vasquez Montalvo. Adriana Vitola, National Junior Honor Society. Ryan Voorhees. Matthew Wellington. Sierra Whiteman, perfect attendance. Zafir Wiggins. Caleb Wild. Joshua Williams. Anderson Zoker. At this time, I'd like to invite up the high school principal, Ms. Jeannie Angelos.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2023. I just want to address them for a couple of minutes. I know that you all must be waiting to go and have big parties and just celebrate the moment, correct? Yes? So I'm going to put a damper on things. I'm going to remind you about 2 homework assignments I'm going to give you. Yes. What's the first homework assignment you have? Look, yes, look at Miss Kamani. What is it? Nice and loud. Read. Absolutely. So, homework number 1. I want to address them actually, so I'm going to choose my back. I want to address you about 2 assignments. Yes, your summer reading. But in that summer reading, what I want you to capture is the love of learning. And that's what I've heard about you as a class, your love of learning. That's assignment number 1. Assignment number 2 is this is now the past. You are now looking forward to the future. You are now looking at yourself as part of the class of 2023. So your homework will be to reflect on how you want to shape the next 4 years of your life. The last stop in the Dover district. Because once you leave high school, it's life. Like everyone has said here tonight, it's either college, it's either the military, or the workforce. So think about how you are going to shape those next 4 years. That's your homework assignment. So when you come in September, you're ready to begin the new you, your new chapter, okay? The new chapter in life. Parents, at this time when I'm going to ask, can you please all stand and give your parents a hand for everything that they've done for you? Please stand up. I'm going to share this one story, and then I will, hopefully with the help of Mr. Poole, symbolically escort them out as they leave this auditorium as 8th graders and really begin their new life as high school students. But I will share this, and this is why it will be an honor to be your principal for the next 4 years. I happened to be in Ms. Sibiak's class about a couple of weeks ago, and I was about to leave when I saw a student approach Ms. Sibiak and asked her if I would mind staying to hear their special performance. The pride that they had, the energy, just the absolute sincerity of being able to give up their talents was so impressive. This class of 2023, I'm expecting a lot from you. You're awesome. And I'll be honored to be your principal. So Mr. Poole, if you could join me, I will take them out that side, you will take them out this side. 8th graders no more. This is class of 2023.